get out. I wouldn't be surprised if they both double back to that. Somebody picks it up and they use it immediately. Now look, for just a moment in the distance from the sports complex, Zexro's name popped up.
Yep.
They might be getting ready to rotate east directly into Tilted to feed into the same 2v2.
It's worked for them in the other games. You know, why wouldn't they? Wow.
Ooh,
DK just ripped Dean in half with that AR spray. Sorry, with that SMG spray.
A window edit, quick window edit. TJ trying to find the other half of that duo there. Switching the ramp very quickly, trying to match height, gets an angle from underneath, but a third party taking shots from the southeast. He's gonna have to double back down and pop a couple of those minis. DK's got to be in a position right now to assist his teammate. Aiden very low on HP.
Look at Nick's materials, legitimately zero.
Full zeros. Half mats.
Half mats. Needed now more than ever. Both teams traded damage, and there's that third party we talk about.
Guarantee
Nick Merckx gets tagged.
It's got to be Zexro and Vinny coming in from that side.
And Nick's now knocked.
There it is.
They do the same thing every time. Nick's fall skirmish run is over with that elimination. It's going to be up to Aiden to try to make some magic happen.
We saw
dropping on down to one. Quick swaps to those epic dual pistols. A nice shot on the Sketch. Did he find the second? Oh my goodness. Beautifully done. Winning that 1v2 with only 25 health.
Cloak and Tfue in retail. Must have rotated. At this point, I'm assuming they land down in the southeast corner, loot up like crazy, and then make moves towards, oh my gosh. They go for Rift to get here. 25 eliminations. Look at the material, almost 20,000 materials used, Jack. I think that's more material than I've ever used in Fortnite.
Oh yeah,
these are cumulative stats over the course of, I believe, the entire fall, sorry, just the grand finals.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. But either way, Tfue and Cloaksy down low. They've got players on it. That's the new one. That's the new skin that has come on in. The patch patroller.
Yeah, those stats were just from the grand finals.
Available now in the shop, or will be available tonight. Again, the skins today are completely random, so just so happened that Tfue in this final game wound up getting it. So now you've got Cloaksy bouncing around.
They're going to start rebuilding those walls. Aiden on the outside here gets caught off guard by Vinny, that team that loves to third party at Tilted.
That's all they do, and it's smart.
We got a round of applause here, though, for Nick Merckx and Aiden. An excellent show from these two. They should feel really good about the performance today, Jack.
Yeah, I'm wondering where they wound up ending up on the list, right?
So we'll have to see after this game. Now, Vinny and Zexro, they still have to make just shield. Still plenty of HP. Tfue and Cloak looking like absolute tanks in the middle of the building there. Base holder, marksman. Marksman missing a little bit of shield, but base holder 100, 100 as well. They're going to start knocking floors out. Pick up as many materials as they can. 72 hours, by the way, right now, with the most eliminations in the game. You might have seen his name popping up in the feed. He's sitting on 3 of his own.
You got to think if Chap might have some.
You have to imagine if Chap's sitting on even a pair of his own, that's 5 right there. 2 points.
Really wanted to damage that floor.
Very angry at the floor. And TV's apparently. So, Swag Noodle saw his teammate down there trying to establish a 1v2. Ghoul, every shot he can get. Sap comes in to help Ghoul out. This duo knocking 2 more elims out. TJ going down to the Storm in the feed there. 74 players remaining. The match almost 10 is going to be one of the most difficult ones. So many teams built up in the same area using these trees as the line of sight.
Trying to break on through. Again, this is where these games get insanely hectic. 70 players left in the lobby. Tempo goes down. DK trying to finish this elimination, and he does actually get it. Will he grab the grappler? You got to assume so. And boom, just like that, DK and TJ are right now at the top of the Make It Rain bonus. But there's still a lot of time left for teams to begin to make some noise.
There's a rift to go down there.
They missed it.
They just barely missed it. Did they grab the grappler or not? I couldn't quite catch it. The shotty there.
I don't believe so.
DJ's going to try and secure his friend. He might not be able to do it, though. Wild's in the mix with everybody else, pushing from outside the Storm and gets TJ in the back as he's rotating in. Very little HP left, but the Storm's only ticking for 2, and he only has a little bit of a ways to go. Gonna have to pop that just barely to save himself. No fall damage taken. Still only 28 HP. Has a full shield in his inventory. You hear it. Rockets coming out. Zexro shotgunning Marksman in the feed and picks that elimination up. Wild's hoping that nobody tracked him into this box, Jack. He's got to get that shield off if he wants to stay in it. Fung bomb the feed, picking up a knock on Dementos. Pate is still alive, gets the elimination, finishes it off. That's 2 teams with 2 eliminations apiece in this make it rain bonus with only 2 minutes, 15 seconds left. Bizzle and DMO have a top-down view on who is below. Play call there, probably just trying to get into the safe zone. Yep. Shots going to come out, kind of exposing the open. A very small box. That sting grenade is going to cost him just a little bit. To drop down the shotgun, and the second shot from that double barrel missed, but it doesn't matter to Cloak. He gets the elim.
And he got knocked by a trap, so that player, because they got knocked, they'll be able to get. They should be able to get this res off, and they've got some utility to get out of here as well.
Nobody's going to make a push on that just yet. You saw Bog relocating. Dean was still knocking down a tree, trying to build up his own small 1-by-1 box. Anything to stay alive. The sharing of the shield there. Here we go. Ziff, Ronaldo pushing in on top of a box with an opponent underneath them.
And Ziff and Ronaldo already at 5 elims this game. Vinny and Zextro just joined as well at 5 elims now. Well, that's a beautiful.
Multiple tags in that box.
It's a beautiful stink. Was that on a Tfue and Cloak?
I believe it was.
Yeah. He's nearby this next zone too. Will not have to go too far.
Tfue and Cloak not missing a ton of HP at this point. Yeah, based on the position on the minimap, that had to be them that just got stink bombed.
He wants these materials so bad, and the items down there. There's a look at your scoreboard so far. Nate Hill and Funk Bomb at 3, so they'll get a point as well. Tfue and Cloak see at 2 in total. Blinded Hysteria, who are doing very well in the first half of today. Haven't heard much of them since, but they're on the verge of potentially earning a point too.
You see in the bottom right, Tfue just took a little bit of damage. Another stink grenade coming out. Those stink bombs are so powerful in these competitive matches because so many players are in 1 or 2 or 3 box bases, and that's it. Zoning with those is incredibly good. Vinny and Zextro, we've had our eyes on multiple times. They took out Nick Merckx and Aiden.
They're already at the zone, so they're in a good position. Ziff just got another elimination, putting them now at 6, so they're on the verge of big bonus as well. Zextro and Vinny trading some of this ammo. They have a Portal Rift, a Rift to go.
Now, this might be the lowest player count we've seen at the first circle move. 40 players remaining. Typically, I mean, previous games we've seen 60 plus.
Oh, Jayamok now done too. Hysteria with another knock. If they can finish that elimination, that'll put them at 3. Should give them a point. Morgossi and Saint still in this as well at 2 total eliminations. And yes, Hysteria and crew confirm that elim, putting them now at 3. Will they get into the big bonus is the question for Ronaldo and Ziff right now. Remember, this is the final game of the Fortnite Fall Skirmish. Weeks and weeks have led up to this. Just shy of $2 million in prize money on the line this weekend.
Campfire there, trying to go for as much HP just in case during rotation someone decides to invade, catch them off guard. And here's the spread of the remaining players in this zone. A crate waiting atop Bizzle and DMO, and they may not even know it exists. Tfue and Snood moving across, trying to pick that up, and they go for it and get it inside the box. Blind Hysteria still alive at the bottom. Tfue and Cloak at the top left of your screen still alive. Tendons and Punisher still alive. The number of teams we've seen from the beginning of these games almost every single time, and the distance on this one, Jack, is going to be tough. They got to move to the southwest corner of Salty Springs.
They're getting there right now. Blinded Hysteria are definitely getting there. What I do really like is how they're using these materials right now. One was just nearby, tried to go for the quick edit on the window to potentially secure another elimination, but look at how Blind is maneuvering. He's not panicking and overbuilding, right? He's making the most of every mat he has, not actually going for that pump shotgun.
Choosing the common tack.
Wow.
Caliber and Nolan floating in. He still has what looks like potentially another Rift to go. We'll have to see depending on what's in his inventory when he lands. Saf takes out Raz.
Funk Bomb with another knock. They're now at 5, but Nate Hill is knocked, and Funk Bomb's taking a lot of damage from the zone.
Ronaldo and Ziff still sitting at 6 eliminations. One more will get him a 3rd point, and every elim after that is the big bonus, which means a potential for a ton of points for that duo. Funk Bomb hanging on there. Then he's going to take shots from behind as these players rotate, but he's going to start to take storm damage. He's got to start moving.
They're gatekeeping right now. These stinks could be huge as well. People have to run right through this. A big 70 tag. No follow-up yet. Vinny does get tagged hard. Zextro still very healthy with a Rift to go as well.
Over 1,000 small rounds. Are you seeing that? Are you kidding me?
Oh my goodness.
SMG spray for they's. Zexro
Sap and Gould has moved to 6 elims. Ronaldo and Ziff at 6 elims. Vinny and Zexro at 6 elims. Who will move in a big bonus first? If any.
The play style change, Jack, I feel is apparent. Multiple teams at 6 eliminations.
Yep. Oh my gosh, look at the elim feed. Saf and Gould just jumped to 9 elims. Is that a 10th? 10 elims now for Saf and Gould. Oh my goodness. That just came out of left field.
It happened so fast. Cloak still in the feed.
It's a 6-point game for them.
Cloaksy's still around, has three to his name right now. 12 players remaining, Jack.
Ronaldo and Zip, they have not moved into big bonus yet. Rocket goes up. They're going to fall on down.
The only rocket he had left. You can hear him land on top and start to build. The layering up, 9 players left as the circle is almost closing. Cloak and Tfue are out.
Yep. Great performance from them today. We'll find out where they stack up when we reveal the winners and standings after this.
Zexro sitting at 2 eliminations. His teammate is 5. Vinny has 5, which means they're at 7. Every single elimination for Zexro at this point.
No, Saint just
point
fell.
Saint falls.
Nice knock. Zexro floating on down. He's just hoping people almost forget about him up here.
He could pick up multiple points right now
by just floating.
There's 6 opponents left.
Yep. I believe they're guaranteed top 5, which will be another point too.
Jack, look at the number of players just exposed in the open fighting each other. He's going to dip in. DMO.
He's floating on down. DMO now out. Zexro in the fight. Can he get it?
There it is! 8 eliminations.
Big bonus and the victory royale.
Jack, that game was worth 7 points for that duo.
Oh, what I say, it doesn't matter what your day's been up to this point. One pop-off game can make the difference. 8 eliminations and the victory royale. Beautifully played at the end. He saw his moment of opportunity.